Sera Jane Lane and go into Prescott Valley through a industrial area, and this road is really rough in one spot, and I see a lot of gravel on the road. Stay over this way. Yeah, this is that new part of Orchard Ranch that they're selling new mobile homes for. They wouldn't let me move mine in. I asked them about that a long time ago, many years ago, when I thought the rent was too high where I was at because their rent was a lot lower. They said you could only put a new one in there. I said, well, shoot. And mine was almost new when I was thinking of doing that. It was only like 4 or 5 years old. It was 2004, and I put my home up for sale in 2008. And nobody wanted to buy it, so in 2009 I started looking into moving, and of course it was real expensive to move it too. It's about 20 grand, give or take, depending on how far they had to move it. And here we're getting to the rough part. It's paved, but it's rough as a cob. Some makeshift dams down there. Maybe it's so Fain Ranch can water their cattle. Well, this is almost as bad as that primitive dirt road I was on. Well, not really, because, well, yeah, I guess I did get up to 25 miles an hour, even 30 on it a couple of times. I mean, it's not as bad, but it's pretty bad right here. Here's a real bad spot here. Ooh, it stinks over here. There's a small solar plant. Now the road is a little better, quite a bit better. Ooh, I wonder what that stink was over there. I've never smelled that before. It smelled like sewage. But the sewage processing plant is actually in town. It's just above those two lakes, pond things in Prescott Valley. I trimmed my beard up yesterday because the other day when I was out, kept tickling behind the camera, and some of the longer mustache hairs were tickling my nose. Today out here. Working plugged into this one. Maybe this one messed up on me because it worked yesterday when I plugged it into that one, as long as I had the radio turned off, which that's the way it worked when I was using it to power my MP3 player or my phone before I got the satellite radio. And when I had a phone, my wife thinks I'm stupid for not having a phone, but I just think they're a waste of money. I don't talk on them. What I want them for is for the data part, but they don't give you that much bandwidth on there. They give just a couple of gigabytes. Well, hell, I can use that up in a couple hours. And I'm not going to pay $200 a month just so I can have a lot of gigabytes, have 300 or 400. Because I don't talk on the phone. I never have cared much for talking on the phone. Phone always reminded me of work. So I haven't spent so much time on the phone at my jobs. It was always interrupting me from doing work I had to get done. But as my boss has always pointed out, that's your job to answer the phone too. You've got to do both of them. Okay. It's like before my wife was a nurse, she worked as a delivery driver for a courier service. And they didn't care if it was an extra busy day. They still wanted you to do the route in the same amount of time. No overtime. They didn't like overtime. And their regular route was like 50-some stops in the morning and 50-some stops in the afternoon. She didn't last very long at that. She quit. She quit right after I went down there and gave them hell about not wanting to pay her overtime when it took longer to do the job. Hell, maybe they fired her after I did that. And she went back to being a nurse's aide and then decided to go to school. Got her LVN in California and call it LPN over here in Arizona. one job, when we first moved here, jobs just didn't pay, but she actually made more money here than she made in San Diego. But I sure didn't. It took me after I found the park. I don't know how long they've been here. Before that, they had no fishing signs posted up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film this since this battery is dead on here. And this one just died. This one's running off the power port, so I can't take them off. And I didn't bring extra batteries with me. Well, let me see what I can do with 6 feet of cable. Not very much. Okay, hopefully this isn't going to make a lot of noise, me holding it. I got 6 feet of cable on here to try to show you the lake. Get around here without pulling it out. Yeah, I can't really get any farther over here to show you anything. Damn. That's all I can do. Somehow my battery had died on this. Okay.